Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Liverpool Connection podcast. I am on location this past weekend. I went to Vancouver for the You'll Never Walk Alone Canada event. My mate, about to introduce now, Alex, is going to tell you a bit about it and the blood, sweat and tears that he's put into it, and it's just been a boss weekend. I leave today. I wish I wasn't, because I love Vancouver. Anyway, Alex, you're back on the show.
Okay, cheers mate. Good to be here.
So tell everyone where this idea came from.
So the original idea came from a long time ago. I used to live in Ontario, Canada, and there was an awful lot of Scottish fans, and they invited me to a Glasgow Celtic convention, and North American Celtic convention. I think I either went to the first one or the second one, but I ended up going a couple of times, and they got Celtic fans from all over the world coming, and it's become sort of a phenomenon, this thing. And I thought to myself, well, if Celtic can do this, then we should be able to do it as well with the Liverpool global fan base. So that was about 20 odd years ago, so it took me until 2019. We put our first one on in Vegas, and then we put a second one on in Vancouver, and we've just ended up doing a third one for this weekend as well. We tried to get 3 players, and luckily we've had 3 players at each one of the events.
Yeah, last night, probably out of all the nights was just the best, just because proper stories that I haven't heard before, and I've had Jan on the pod and Gary as well, and I'd never heard those stories, and everyone was cracking up, everyone was having a boss time. I mean, that's what you want.
Yeah, the thing for me, because I'd met all 3 of them for the first time when I was back home in April, but it was saying hello, getting to know them a little bit, telling them about the event and what the schedule was like and all that. So I didn't really know them. But over the last couple of days, the great thing about these events is they immerse themselves with the crowd. It's not one of those, they're on stage for an hour, then they leave. And so you get to know them a lot more. But it was only when they got up for the Q&A yesterday, how bloody funny they were. And I knew Jan. I've seen him enough times on interviews to know that he's a funny lad, right? And John Aldrich as well. But the one I thought Gary would be quieter than those 2.
Really?
Yeah, and he was absolutely brilliant up there.
I think he stole the show. To be honest,
he was cracking me up. He was hilarious.
It was like they're like a comedy team, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like you said, you think Gary's like the straight-laced fella.
Yeah.
And he's the one that probably got more of the laughs.
Yeah. And the interplay between them. We purposely didn't give them any of the questions up front, so they couldn't prepare anything. So, but the amount of banter between them all, and the little bits of slagging off of each other, and the poking fun at each other. But you can tell all 3 of those lads are really, really good mates.
Well, if they were, they're on a 10-hour flight, you've got to become somewhat mates. But I just love it, because we did talk about this. Me and you have talked about it before. The legends name gets banded around way too much these days.
Yeah.
But those 3 are proper legends.
Oh yeah, I mean, for me, I know Aldo only played for a couple of seasons, but I think he's one of the most natural goal scorers we've ever had. I think you're hard pressed to name any midfielder with the range and vision and passing ability with both feet as Jan Molby. And Gary Gillespie was probably one of the top 3 centre-halves in all of Britain or Europe, except he was there with Hansen and Lawrence, and so he didn't get as many games as he should have. But still, he won an awful lot of pots.
He did.
Gary did.
And I thought like Aldo's little speech about him as a kid on the Kop.
Yeah.
You know, and his dream was to play for Liverpool, and then that last game, you know, where Kenny brought him on to score the penalty, like you could sense it, like choking up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he is a proper fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's lived the dream, but to this day, it's right here as a fan, you know. And it's funny, you know, Aldo's about 2 or 3 years older than me. And when he was talking last night about what got him into football, he's like, first of all, it was Roger Hunt. Well, it was for me. I was only a little tiny kid, but Roger Hunt was the first poster I had on the wall. And then he said, and then it became Kevin Keegan, and it was the same for me as well. I think Kevin Keegan is one of the greatest players we've ever had.
Yeah, same here.
You know, I mean, one of the first questions John asked me when we got chatting to him, he goes, "Did you just go in the boys' pen?" And he was all, you know, excited talking about the great old days of the boys' pen.
Yeah, it's just, you know, obviously we live vicariously through them because they are our heroes. But just to listen to John say that, you know, about Roger Hunt, and you really did get, like, you know, I was on the side of the stage, just I felt like I was about 8 years old again. Yeah. Just listening, like, you know, sat there going, it was like listening to my granddad, and it was just every single person, I'm sure, will go away from this weekend with a massive smile on their face. Maybe not the one that, you know, we won't name names. Grumpy.
99% of them will go away.
Yeah, they're going to go away, and, you know, they're going to tell the kids about this. I know I'm going to tell my kids, even though they probably don't understand, that they, you know, they will eventually. But everyone's going to go away happy.
Yeah, and, you know, I want to do a shout out as well. There's a team of us that work on this, and there's about 5 or 6 of us, all located in different parts of, you know, some in Liverpool, some in Vancouver, some where I am in Vancouver Island. So we've had to pull it all together remotely, and everyone does it on their own time. You know, we're just a bunch of fans putting this on, and amazing how the amount of work that these people did is just phenomenal, and you know, kudos to them. We couldn't do it without other Reds volunteering to want to be part of this, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. I mean, you know, for like Rob to come over with 2 suitcases full, like you said, he's not going to declare those on the on customs, is he?
No. So Rob he sent me a package of 32 signed shirts and 3 stacks of photos, and then brought over 100 more signed shirts in his luggage. And I mean, you know, for people in Canada to actually, you know, not have to worry about eBay and shipping fees and is it legit and whatever, to actually just be here and just pick up, you know. I mean, he didn't just bring some of the older players. You know, he had the likes of Gerrard and whatever, but he had a whole bunch of the current squad as well.
Well, that's the thing. Like you hit the nail on the head with eBay. eBay, you don't know if it's real or fake, and then the prices on eBay are just extortionary. So, you know, to have somebody you can trust, you know, to bring over, and you've got the sign, everything. Yeah, it just seemed everything just fell into place this weekend. I know you're knackered. Everyone's knackered.
I am a bit knackered, but I was running on adrenaline for the last 2 days.
He hasn't eaten for 2 days, and he only slept for 3 hours last night. So
been very, very late nights. But you know what? That's because it's been such a fantastic party. It really has. You know.
So where do you go from here, Alex? You know, you.
So we've done it twice in Vancouver now. So I live on Vancouver Island, which, you know, you've got to take a ferry or a plane from here to get to. But Vancouver Island is it's got its own Liverpool fan club over there, and you know, even though it's not that far away, it costs people a fortune to come over here from Vancouver Island. So I think we're seriously considering moving it to the island next year, and Vancouver Island is an amazing place to visit, an amazing place to go on holiday, so you can really make a full holiday of it. And we sort of threw the idea around last night to people even in Vancouver, and we had a whole bunch of Americans here, including yourself, well, pseudo-Americans, you know what I mean? But everyone was like thumbs up about why not. And the thing about Victoria is that the downtown core is all walking distance, and all the pubs are like next to each other.
Yeah, that's a massive plus.
Yeah.
You know, even here was really good. You know, the pub from everybody staying at the hotel, the pub 5-6 minutes. You know, to both pubs. But yeah, I think it's nice to change up. You know, cities.
Yeah.
Not the same city every single year.
Yeah.
Because not only you want to do the event, but you want to do something, you know, a lot of people have never been to.
Yeah. And the thing is about putting this on is the amount of work and detail that you get into. About 3 weeks ago, I said to my wife, I'm not doing this again. It's too much. And then you watch the event. And you know, and everyone singing, "You Never Walk Alone," everyone coming up to you, like giving you hugs before they left and everything else, and you think, I think I might be able to do this some of the time.
Yeah, it gets the juices flowing again. I mean, how can you not? You know, that's you know, it's my first time and I've enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be coming back. It's just, you know, made so many new friends. You know, like with Dan, never met him, but talked with him, you know, with your help, like a week before, and now, you know, good mates. And
well, we're good mates because we've done podcasts before, and we talk a lot on the internet. But this is the first time we've met.
I know. It was nice. I mean, Zoom's good. You know, because obviously you can't meet in the middle. So yeah, just coming into Vancouver, I was just welcomed by everyone, and it's just nice, you know. It's nice to hear that people listen to the podcast. You know, and Dan was like, you know, we need to put your podcast on LFC Victoria, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'm good with that. Because we're all the same, aren't we? We're all Liverpool supporters. Nobody's better than anyone else. There's 1,000 podcasts out there. But you know, you can pick and choose which one you want to listen to. But you know,
But I think you're the same as me. We do it for the love of the club.
Of course.
You know, and you know, we've both left Liverpool a long time ago. But one of the things I think people don't understand sometimes is when you leave Liverpool, you get an even bigger bond to it, because you're not there all the time, and you know, as long as I've been away, I just want to do stuff that's involved with the club, you know, and to be able, you know, to be, I'm actually honoured to be able to call the likes of these three fellas this time, and in the past, you know, Bruce Grobler and Phil Thompson, call them mates now. And I've got people back in Liverpool going, how come you're 6,000 miles away and you got all these Liverpool players coming over?
I know, I had the same. I had a couple of mates be like, you know, I never see him round here, and there you are with three of the best legends, and I'm like, yeah, you know, well, maybe come over next year. But yeah, I think, you know, you amazing event. Keep doing it. I know you're knackered, but like, just keep doing it, because, you know, you're opening up to Liverpool supporters that a lot of them won't be able to get to Anfield.
No,
you're bringing
exactly,
Anfield and the players here, and that's what amazes me. And
even the players said it last night, didn't they? They're absolutely gobsmacked when they come to a place like this and they see the passion of Liverpool fans who've never visited the city, never visited Anfield, and they're as diehard as people who've been to 1,000 games.
100%. Well, have you got any anything else you want to plug, or because we're actually in the pub this morning. We're watching the ladies. It's the Liverpool Everton derby, so we're going to get back to that. But Alex, if you want to,
just honestly, the last thing I want to say really is a shout out to to all the people who came in, like yourself. We had people spend an awful lot of money to fly here from America. I've got a mate here who I've known since age 6 who flew all the way from Huyton to be here, you know what I mean? He's sitting over there right now. But, to those people, a big, huge thank you, because you can't do it without the fans showing up, you know what I mean?
100%.
For them to do that, so, yeah.
Well, thanks, Alex. If you're ever in Vancouver, I mean, just visit the place. It's stunning. I love the weather. It's got seasons and all that good stuff. But again, that's it for me for this weekend. I'll be on a flight back to Austin, Texas in a few hours. But please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Cheers.